got an appointment for my client in Wisconsin today. It's a CPA firm, about 25 users, one location, one server, set for the 18th, and it should be a pretty good one.
I got a new client today. CDN Technologies, had a great meeting with them this morning. Started dialing right away, and within the first hour I got an appointment for them in the Ontario area. Guy really needed some help with his IT. They're losing their in-house guy, and they're really needing some help getting that replaced, and hopefully we can be their partner and help them grow and help them stay stable.
Got an appointment today for my client out in Iowa. Called over for the first time to this ad agency and wasn't entirely sure what their setup was. Knew they had an internal guy, but I wasn't sure if they ever outsourced for any IT needs at all. And found out that they were actually needing help with some Microsoft software over there, and we specialize in working with that software. And turns out that it's going to be a pretty big project. It looks like about 100 users. There's one server on the prem, and they got a few servers on the cloud as well. Should be a pretty good one.
Got one for my guy in Louisville. It was with a construction firm that is having some IT problems. Currently, they're not really working with any IT. They're working with an IT firm, but their whole system there is a lot of things are pen and paper. They want to go more digital. They have a lot of whiteboards. They're trying to move over to the smartboard side of everything. They have about 30 to 50 users. He couldn't give me a rough amount because some people have a laptop within there, and but he's going to be bringing it to the meeting. They have a couple of servers on premise. For now, we're actually going to start with a Teams meeting. He wants to put a face and name, and if it goes well, he wants us to come out and give him a physical quote. So it's going to be for next week. I think it's a little better and pretty good. I think it's a really good one.
Oh, yeah. What a day. What a day. 11? 12 on this rainy day? 13 maybe with Landon putting in another one?
I think Blaze was 12.
Did you just get 13?
Gabe's was 12.
Yeah. 13,
Did you just get one?
Yeah,
I got one, yeah.
13?
Yeah.
Before lunch? What? Oh, 26 days. Oh.
Just want to say the shout out goes to Tanner Odell. Anybody who didn't know, 5 appointments, 5 times. That's the first time anyone's ever done it with 5. I've never done it. Lewis has never done it. Cam's never done it. Joe's never done it. Raise your hand if you haven't done it. All your hands should be up. Tanner is the only man that's ever done it. So, Tanner, talk to us. What got into you? Was it the fact that you saw you were 3 for 5 by lunch, or you sandbagging?
No, I mean, like I was talking to Sam earlier in the day. I mean, I came into the day with the mindset that I was already going to get 2 appointments. I had 2 that were, lined up for me as long as they answered. Well, they did answer, and they, still open to talking, but they both pushed me off. But I was still in that mindset, I'm going to get myself at least 2 or 3 today, and caught people at the right time, and stars aligned, and worked out.
There you
go. What was your mindset after lunch when you had 3 and we started putting a bug in your ear? That's never been done. Because I know I saw you just dial for 1 and then you got 1, and then you finished the rest of the day off for the other guy. What was your process?
Yeah, well, I started off thinking, having you guys said not to, talk about a perfect game, and you guys obviously jinxed me, but I kind of tried to put that out of my mind and just focused on what was in front of me. Went through the notes of, especially the no interest ones for the last one that I had. My pipeline's kind of scarce right now as I'm launching new suspects for them, but I knew there were some in a no interest, and came across one where we had a good conversation last time, just wasn't interested in talking. I told myself, I went to the bathroom, I was like, I'm going to get this guy. Came back, made that call, and got him online, and he was open to talking, so
All right, we got an appointment for my digital marketing client. It is another auto repair shop, and they are in St. Louis. So they're local here. They're looking for a website and some SEO services. Pitch to them. The competitive advantage is that we're market exclusive. So we're only going to work with one guy in the market, and we're trying to fill the St. Louis market currently. So we're going to get on a video call with her next week, and we're going to see how it goes.
Yeah, hey, I set 2 appointments today for my new client in Wichita, Kansas. One of them is a small concrete company. Looks like, about 10 up to maybe 50 users. Same thing with another, which is a home health service. So, yeah, we'll be both talking with those next week.
Just set up an appointment for my client in Ohio. it's with a big manufacturer. I've been talking to him for a while now. Finally, the stars aligned, I guess you could say, and found a time to kind of get all of us connected. It's a pretty good sized manufacturer. They have 35, 40 computers, a server or two on site. The meeting is actually set for next week in person. They have a company already they're working with. This meeting is going to be simply a comparison. If they find that our methods, our suite of tools, are more productive, efficient, I guess if the pricing aligns better for them, then it'll be a good fit. I know my client's looking forward to it, so we'll see how it goes, and it should be a pretty good one.
All right, so got another appointment for my client in Arkansas today. It's with a CPA firm. I chatted with him back in January, and he had told me that they were actually dealing with some issues. Their server crashed, and he wasn't thrilled with the vendor they were using. Super familiar with them. A lot of our clients were using them in the past, and they deal with response time, resolution time problems. So knew that this would, timing was off, but I knew it was going to turn into an appointment. Followed up with him in March. Bad timing with taxes and everything. So called in today, left a message with the receptionist, and he gave me a call back, and he wants to meet. He remembered me, and there are about 10 computers. They have 2 locations. Server on their main premise, their main location, and yeah, we set it for in person next week. We're going to go out there, actually come prepared, I think, with numbers already for them, since we already know kind of their environment, and hopefully get them to switch. So it's a pretty good opportunity, and we'll see what happens.
So I got 2 appointments today, one for my client in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That is an old building on like a Main Street type area there in Milwaukee. It's a flat roof, exactly the kind of roof that he's looking to get appointments on. They want us to come up. They're going to have corporate in on that same day, and they want to talk about what they need for that roof. So that's a really good one. He's extremely happy about it. And then the other one is for my client in Daytona Beach, Florida. I actually called a real estate person, and she didn't have any properties that she has any current issues with, but the neighborhood that she lives in took a real bad hit from a storm, got flooded, and her house actually is the house that needs roof work. She wants a full replacement. Insurance is going to cover it, and might even ask around the neighborhood and see if there's any other houses there that are in need of the same kind of work. So 2 really good ones, and both clients are very happy.